What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here. Hey, guess what? Stupid headlines from websites again. That's right. Why? Why do you guys love to do this? I don't get it. Let's just take things out of context. It's context. It's kind of like that. It's bending people over, and for clickety clicks, let's get we gotta get our website fingered, and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of things that were happening. A lot of headlines for this yesterday about Hans Zimmer. He was recently interviewed by Inverse. A lot of people are going like, yeah, here's the reason why Hans Zimmer didn't like Ben Affleck's Batman. This is why he didn't like Batfleck. He liked Christian Bale's Batman better. And I'm going, okay, after seeing all these headlines, I'm like, let me read what he actually said, because most likely it's been taken out of context. And guess what, guys? It was taken out of context. That's right. This is what he had to say right here. I spent months trying to come up with something for Ben. The Batman that I know and the one I learned is the one that Christian did, and Ben plays it differently. And I can't quite shake that off. For me, the Christian Bale character was always completely unresolved. It was always about the moment at the beginning of the movie, of the first movie, where he sees his parents getting killed. It was basically Arrested Development. The Ben character is more middle-aged. He seems to be grumpy as hell, but I didn't feel the pain that I felt with Christian's performance. And it was that pain that made me interested. So there you go. That's what he had to say. There's no shitting on like, I couldn't stay. Sorry. Still trying to fight something here. But basically, he's just saying he had a difficult time letting go of the Christian Bale Batman to take on this new Batman. That's a different kind of Batman, because obviously they're really different. You think about it. I mean, the Dark Knight trilogy showed the beginning of Batman. Showed the very beginning, and then him trying to establish himself, and then turning into a fugitive. And then, of course, 8 years later, they do that whole thing. There was a very grounded in reality more to as well. And with Ben Affleck's Batman, he's more, dare I say, like the comic books, like the Dark Knight Returns, older, a little more like the weight of being Batman for 20 years has really gotten to him. He's got like this fucking, he just wants to he's just full of rage. So Hans Zimmer was still, he still had Christian Bale's Batman like up here. So he couldn't quite figure out a tone for him. So that's why he hired on Junkie XL to help him out. And guess what? They fucking wrote some beautiful music for Batman vs. Superman. So yeah, websites and writers, you can obviously spin it your way and make it sound like he just shat all over Batfleck. And that's fine. You got to get your clicks and everything, which is, it's kind of fucking retarded because people call you out on it. I see it all the time when I read under the tweets and everything. Like, that's not what he said. Don't listen to what the headline said. That's not what he said. I see it on Facebook. I see it on Twitter. But yet these sites will continue to do this because they know that people will click on it. And it sucks because guys like me and you and other people that I know in a little small community, in our little community, we try to fight back on it. And it's just, it gets on my nerves. It's just like, let's have some integrity here. But I know that's not the case. It's all about clicks. It's all about ad revenue and everything. And I get that. We have to make our money on this thing. But you know what? Soon when people start realizing that you're just doing it just to get clicks, they're going to stop coming to your site. And they're going to start looking at other people that actually are legit and not trying to spin things like they did right here. They're trying to take Hans Zimmer's quotes out of context, which obviously he did not shit on Ben Affleck's Batman. He just had a difficult time trying to find a certain score because he was still thinking about Christian Bale's Batman. So, I don't know. There you go, guys. I wanted to just touch bases on that because I was talking about it on Twitter a little bit, and a lot of you guys were just saying that, we're retweeting it and responding to it and said like, oh, you should see like what this site said or that site said. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's just, that's the way it is nowadays. Like, let's try to spin it. Always got to change, got to make those headlines, man. Keywords, hot words, man. It's really retarded and it gets on my nerves. But luckily there's still sites out there that don't do that, and I'm not going to do that. I've done it before, and I'm just never going to do it again. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about this down below in the balls area. What do you think about what Hans Zimmer said and everything like that? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, too. Follow me on the social media stuff right up there. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.